reschedule that one to today because it was February 2nd that I had landed in the emergency room with pneumonia. And the diabetes doctor, she gets so booked out. I mean, look, from February, the first week of February till now, April 1st, is when I got rescheduled. Because she gets so booked. So I thought this morning, if I called to reschedule today, who knows when I'll see her. And I have been out of my insulin since February. And of course, she's not going to renew anything until I have blood work. Excuse me, I got some heartburn. So I have to go this morning. And it's not, well, I'm going to tell her I didn't fast for the blood work because I'm on that those antibiotics. I have to have something in my stomach. So this morning I made a couple scrambled eggs and some tea. And I have my water with lemon in it. Those Propel lemon packets that have no sugar. But the nights and the mornings are the worst for me as far as this upper respiratory mess, coughing fits, but thank God, this morning during the coughing fit, I coughed up a lot of junk, which is good. It seems to be settling right here on the left side of my upper chest, and like it doesn't want to break up. But this morning I coughed up a lot. My primary doctor, the PA, does not want any of that upper respiratory junk to get down into my lungs because I will end up with pneumonia. When I get down there to Baylor, to the medical building, and when I register, I'll ask them for a mask. Just like I did the day that I went to the primary doctor's PA. I sure will be glad when this is all over with. I'm still taking that Tesla pearls, for the coughing twice a day. I'm out of cough drops, and so today I'll get some. I was taking those sugar-free Fisherman cough drops, which are very, very strong and helpful, but I noticed, now I've had them before back home when I would get sick in winter with bronchitis, and so I knew how strong they were, but these were upsetting my stomach after a few days. So today when I buy some cough drops, I'll just maybe go back to the Ricola or something sugar-free. But I definitely have to have cough drops. And so that's what I'm going to do. I was hoping there wasn't going to be. I'm wondering now, I should have probably, you never know when to leave. Wipe so I can wipe my nose. I haven't been drinking coffee, but I feel like today, maybe after this appointment, I could have a coffee. I've just been wanting water and tea, and a few days ago big case of bottled water. I forget how many bottles are in it. Excuse me. Yeah, big case of that bottled water, and then a box of vanilla Premier protein shakes, just 1 gram of sugar. I was so surprised and so thankful, and I'll tell you, I believe that those Premier shakes have been really helping me to gain strength. I've had them before, so thank you. You know who you are. Those chickens crack me up. We had, all that rain, that hailstorm, and pouring down rain, and then after that more rain, and I even heard that this week we're supposed to get rain. But anyway, it flooded the chicken yard. They were all upset, so they came into my little yard, which sometimes I don't mind, especially if the grass has grown, because they'll chew that down. But I really don't like them in my yard. Big Daddy stays in my yard because my big rooster Chico picks on him. But I don't like them in my yard because they get on my steps and poop. And so I was out there that day when my friend stopped by. I was sweeping off my steps, and I had just poured a bucket of water, hot soapy water on my steps, and I was sweeping them. I had some yarn, blue. I forgot the brand, but it's a nice shade of blue, but it has that halo, a lot of halo, which I don't like. And I had 3 skeins of it in a bag to give to my friend. So it was great that her and her husband showed up, because I gave that to her. I have other stuff I need to get to her. I haven't been crocheting, but I think this afternoon. See, usually it's so strange. In the afternoon, I don't hardly cough or wheeze, but at night I cough, in the morning I cough, which is normal, In the morning especially, everything's got to get moving, but I think this afternoon I am going to do some crocheting, because I have so much to finish. Like all those squares. That really weighs on my mind, because Laura went out of her way to make those and send them, and the last bunch she sent is just sitting there. But I don't like to work on things when I'm coughing and sneezing. I'm really hoping that this just clears up any day now, because the doctor, I think she said if in 2 weeks it doesn't, I need to go back to see her. And I saw her last Wednesday. I was looking for one of my scarves this morning. It's not a crocheted one, it's a blue fleece one. because the lady told me when I went to register that other people had told her. But they canceled that appointment. This was a couple years ago. But even if you get there when they want you there with this diabetes doctor, once they weigh you and then get you in the room to wait for her, I mean, it's a good wait. I could probably do a live one day while I'm in there waiting for her so you could see how long I wait. But God helps me to be patient. I just try to always think, well, she could be, oh, there's a train up there. She could be dealing with someone that doesn't understand, you know, she has to explain everything. I just try to have a different mindset instead of sitting there getting so upset and red as a tomato. Whoa. Oh, God, protect me against these bad drivers like that one. I don't know what's happened to my rear view window since that hail came. I've checked it over and it has no puck marks, I guess you call them. But it has like stains. I'm gonna have to take the hose today and wash that back window. Oh Lord. Looks like a lot of traffic here. Oh. What I need to do one day is, I mean, you'd think I'd already have done this, right? All the years I've lived here, and as many times as I have to go down to Plano, Baylor, I need to find an alternate route. I'm always taking the same way. And what if there's, you know, big traffic like now or something? Now, I noticed last week, I think, or the week before, I'm having an issue with, what do you call it? Sometimes if I'm in traffic and I'm not moving, maybe I'm just stopped or I'm crawling, my temperature light will come on red and be flashing, and I feel my blood drain when it does that, because if you've been following me, you'll remember a couple years ago during the summer, my car would overheat, that light would come on, and my car would shut off. I'd be at a stop sign, I would be at a red light, I'd be at railroad tracks, stopped because of a train, and the car would shut off, and it was terrible. And come to find out, I needed a new thermostat, a new water pump. There was 3 or 4 things I needed, and I got all of that replaced. That was just a couple years ago, so this should not, you know, it could be just a faulty whatever and making that light come on. I've checked the reservoir thing in this water. The radiator has, not water, coolant. It's a jug, you know, 50%, I think, coolant and 50% antifreeze. But I'm going to have to ask someone, because I haven't been hearing, like, before, if I'd be, like, in this traffic for too long, the fan would kick on, and I haven't been hearing it. And so maybe it just needs a little tap or something. I can't imagine I need a new fan. I don't know if I had replaced that, but I had replaced, I know, the thermostat. and also the water pump, and the nozzle thing that goes on top of the radiator, that was replaced about 5 years ago because it was the original one, and it had rusted. It was really bad. The guy showed it to me, and it would not stay shut no more. Really, a lot of the parts I've replaced were the original parts that just quit. Of course, I need new tires. I'm living on the edge driving on these, believe me. But I don't mean new tires. I mean, that's a fantasy to ever have brand new tires, but new used tires. Now, Walmart has had tires out in their auto center part on clearance, and one day I went up there to see if they had my size, and they did. And they're new ones. Those are new, but and they were $50 each. I wasn't gonna just get one. I would have liked to have gotten two at least, not just one. So I didn't get any. All right, now this traffic is flowing. Hallelujah. Oh, see, the light came on and it's flashing. I don't know. I mean, if it's doing that now, what's it gonna do when we have 90 plus degree weather? So I'm gonna have to think of who I can ask to, maybe the handyman. You know, he's also a backyard mechanic, but he's been very, very busy. But he's the only one. If I take it anywhere, you know, they don't just check things anymore for free. Everything's a charge. They'll charge me for lifting the hood. I wonder if it could just be a faulty fuse. I don't know, but I haven't been hearing that fan kick on, which is not good. I know I have to get someone to look at it pronto, because pretty soon it will be very hot here in Texas. I do not need to be stranded again. So much car issues, but it's been a good car up until I guess the last 2 years. No one really minds replacing original parts, right? Because they're not going to last forever. This car is 20 years old. But if every month you gotta replace something, this traffic is flowing, but they're kind of not paying attention, some of them. Wednesday, I'll be taking a dozen eggs to my friend at the laundromat, so that will be $5 extra. Now, I think up here you gotta get into a different lane because of construction, but then it may be all finished. much news to tell you. Because I've been dealing with this. I'm thankful when they did the chest x-rays that there was no pneumonia. Oh boy, but that pneumonia is sneaky. Alright, the light is not on. It shouldn't come on when you're just at a red light. You see my finger healed up, the pinky? Remember on that knuckle it was cut open from December? Well, between cream that my friend Donna had sent to me, which you just need a little bit of that cream. I'm still using it on my hands. Between that cream and just, keeping it clean, it all came together. I thank God that I never got any kind of infection. Even the dermatologist had looked at it. He didn't give any kind of ointment for it. Oh, I remember what he told me. Because it had a lot of crud, I guess. It was healing. And then it had almost healed. And then one day when I was cleaning something, I hit it and it split open again. Oof. Anyway, he had told me to go and get a pummel stone and just every day use that stone to get that crud off. Well, I forgot he told me that. All I did was just keep washing my hands and using that cream Donna gave me, and it all came together. You can't even tell that it ever had split open. I still don't know how it happened. I'm thinking that somehow it might have happened at the airport when I went to North Carolina, because it was those friends of mine at North Carolina that noticed it one day at their house. I never noticed it. Oh, that Suburban cut that car off. This is Plano Parkway in Plano, which is a long road. Plano, Texas, that is, for those that don't know. When I went to the doctor's last Wednesday, I actually did a live from the lobby because I got done seeing the primary, and then I had like an hour wait before I saw my neurologist. So I went down to the lobby because I love to people watch. And I did a live, but knowing that I know came in, a guy from France came into the live and was talking a little bit. I didn't upload it because I didn't stay on the live long because there was really nobody. Yep, we got construction here. Now that box company over there where you can go in and buy boxes for moving or whatever, I think it's called Box for Us or Boxes for Us. They always have a scripture outside, which is nice. And today they have Psalms 46 and 10. Be still and know that I am God. This is, the South, the Bible Belt. So you see you see scripture quite often, either on people's cars, or some have a sign out in front of their homes or businesses, like that one. Oh Lord, please. Now I'm in stop and go traffic. I don't want the light to come on. I just don't know why it doesn't. When you have all your fluids and you got a new thermostat. Wonder when they'll be done this. Looks like they're building an island in the middle, or are they taking it out? Sweep master, street sweeper thing. Who can keep track of the gas prices, right? I can't read that one, but I know the other day I paid $2.61, and I've seen it as high as $2.95. See, that fan, I think, should kick in. I hear the engine. Good news, the handyman, I might have already told you this, about a month ago told me that if I buy the motor blower, which is it's not a very big part, but it's way behind the glove compartment, but it controls the AC, the defrost, and the heater. Said if I buy the part, that he'll put it in. Isn't that great? Because one garage mechanic, I asked them, could I buy the part and bring it to you and just pay you to put it in? And they said yes. Well, they were going to charge me over $200 labor. And I asked them, I said, well, why so much? I don't think it's going to take like 2 hours. And they said it's because of where that part is located. It's not very easy to get to take the bad one out and put the new one in. So I have done without the AC, I guess, 2 years. This would be 3 this summer. And the defrost and no heat. But now the handyman said that he'd do that. And he said he wouldn't charge me, but I would of course give him some money, and I'd give him fresh eggs. He loves the fresh eggs. So that is on my to-do list, because I don't want to go another Texas summer without the AC. Oh, the red light is flashing again. nobody from church knows much about cars. You know, your basic stuff. You change your tires, change your oil, change your brakes, things like that. But something like this, they don't know. Every church needs a mechanic. Now over there on the right is Joanne, which I have no reason to go. Still flashing. I can't show you, but I remember when all these buildings were being built. Well, he's still building more. Oh, the light went off, but now I'm going to be at a red light. Keep your hand on me, Jesus. Well, what have you all been working on? Those people next to me, they just washed their rear window. And I looked in my rearview mirror here, and I saw some spots, some sprinkles. I was thinking, is it starting to sprinkle? But then I saw their windshield fluid coming out of their thing, and it was hitting my mirror. Now they're doing their windshield. Oh Lord, that light's on again. waiting area gets so full. I'm hoping that this morning, my appointment's at 9, but I will not get down to that lab till after my appointment, so I probably won't get down there until almost 10 because of how long I'd have to wait to see her. People looking at new cars. That's Huffney's certified pre-owned. When I look at what you got on your lot, I don't think you'd buy this car. And over there is the butterfly place that I need to take you to one day. I've never been. Now there's no way I can get in the lane I need to be in. So I'll have to go straight and then make a U-turn. Well, I'm gonna try. I'll put on my directional and see if some kind, merciful soul. I still have to get over a lane. 259. Slow here by the heart hospital. been sick. Be a fence all around me every day. Jesus, I want you to protect me as I travel on my way. Just stay still. Jesus, be a fence all around me every day. Going in the parking garage. Thank you, Lord, for getting me here. Space. Full. I think people come during the night and find a parking place. Oh, these eyes itch. The back of my shoes. They went down. You know, like wearing sandals. Oh, gotta shut off the car, right? Wallet can take you while I go down the stairs. She's waiting to see if her lights go off, I think. It's a Mustang. Oh, thank you. Thank you, ma'am. I mean, does it ever fail? Wherever I park, someone parks in front with their lights on, and now that just happened to my eyes. Oh, I can't turn this around. Look how busy, full the parking garages. Alright, I'm gonna hang up because I gotta walk down these stairs. See? I don't wanna fall. Alright, I'll talk to you later.